5 evidence concerning whether the police are involved in my boat accident, making that attempted murder, and suggesting that the police could be responsible for attempted murder in my life, to collect the $1 million property by the fact that me and my friend John Tipping couldn't swim 2 kilometres ashore. Basically, Mr. Johnson would have collected it by having his name on the title of the house, and he would have been a big earn for him. Now the bottom line is that what happened was I'm on Red Eye Pie, and basically this profile, Rocky M35, starts viewing my profile, which just shows up on your screen while you're online, and basically I viewed it, and I noticed that there was a male viewing my profile, and I thought, what the fuck? And I thought, who the hell is this? And basically I thought maybe it might have been a friend, etc. So, but I had a bit of an eerie feeling about it, and I basically viewed the profile. And when I read the profile, what had happened when I just received the offer for the house from Mr. Johnson, and the profile says, apart from surviving, it says let your wings of passion and the excitement all get above you, or etc. etc. And the bottom line is this was in reference to me receiving this offer and the euphoria that I was feeling, and it makes reference to that. And it says, get ready for first contact, as if my opponents have chucked a sad. Then the next paragraph, it says, apart from surviving a life-threatening incident, where 5 months before I just had my boat accident, let's get ready for some more fun, it says. And the bottom line is, that's when I had a really eerie feeling go through me, and I knew that this cleverly done method for me to read this letter without it looking like a letter when it was actually a profile was very cleverly done. And the clue that gave it away is it said, by the way, your nickname says it all, and it said it twice. And now my profile nickname was called Barry683, and I've got a red heeler called Barry. So basically I come to the conclusion that the person knows me, and basically he's calling me a dog. So then I went through this simple theory of, okay, how many people know that I've got a dog called Barry? And I said, we know maybe 100 people. And then who's got a problem with me? And then that was Mark Sheppard. So I did the search on the internet, and there he was, Mark Sheppard. Red Eye Pie, you know, like it wasn't in the file, it was the name of the file. And also there was a connection to Mark Sheppard, and his IP address 72.14.253.104 is his IP address, and that was traced to a world of prostitutes dating free of charge on Red Eye Pie. And basically Jennifer Richmond, the police informant spy, prostitute I'm suggesting, that's where I met her, from Red Eye Pie. And so is Mark Sheppard connected to the police informant spy girlfriend that I had? It seems to look that way. All this information, of course, disappeared off the internet. Now, one thing you must understand, that everything I was doing on the internet was, I was being monitored. I've got an IT expert that says my computer's being monitored, and I've got witnesses that when I've chased up police corruption data, basically all that had been stolen off my computers repeatedly, and so it suggested that my computer's being monitored by the police. Now, when I come to, on the 11th of December 2005, I contacted the profile Rocky M35, the one that sent the death threats, in connection to my boat accident, and stated that he was Mark Sheppard, and then abused him a bit. And then the bottom line is that I didn't hear from him until the 28th of December, so 18 days later, and basically he says, he still denies that he isn't Mark Sheppard, and even though we know he is, and so he's living his own bullshit, and he says I might need to go see a counsellor and take Prozac. So he's suggesting that I've got a mental illness of some sort of sorts, even though I could absolutely pinpoint him and nailed him. And the bottom line is that, you know, 20 days after I received that letter, I was institutionalised for the first time for police corruption issues. Now, He also states that, by the way, we know your nickname, your other nicknames. Now, I had a profile called Chemistry. It's a girl profile because I was being monitored. I couldn't work out, I was trying to work out how I could hide on the internet, but it's still to no profile because obviously when they say they knew all the nicknames, that suggests that they are the police, because who else could be monitoring my computer, stealing the police corruption stuff, and also knowing that I got a girl profile, considering the profile that says it suggested that we're strangers on the 11th of December, and in 17 days he's worked out my other female profiles and knows who they are. And then he says, when we are not done. And that suggests that now this individual is a group, and a group that can monitor computers and etc, etc. Come on, it's obvious the police are involved with my boat accident. And then when I went to the police station with the evidence, I was transported on 2 occasions to Bentley Hospital and locked up in a mental institution on 2 occasions of submitting the evidence that we now know is 100% correct, and I've got IT computer experts that 100% agree with me. That is absolute corruption beyond your wildest imagination. The police are involved in my murder attempt, and to steal the property at 107 Burke Street because a policeman's best friend has his name on the title that hasn't contributed a cent towards it. It's blatantly clear.